Hey guys, welcome back to Meetings of Maverick. I'm your host Maverick, and right now we're going to be watching Dororo episode 7. So this is a continuation viewing from episode 6. I can't really leave this series on such a depressing note, right? So I'm going to continue to push forward and see where this series is going to go. So right now, I guess, there's really not much to talk about. We can just only go into it and see what's going to happen next. And maybe Kyakimaru's going to be killing some more demons, getting some more of his other body parts back, and potentially maybe learn how to speak? Question mark? Let's just see. Let's just see. So, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Mappa! Yeah, both depressed. So he has to constantly battle the demons within him. Is that the case? Okay, so Dororo is trying to cheer him up, and they would cheer us up as well. What is he doing? What? Oh. Dang. So we're back to basically monster of the week kind of stories. Well, that was relatively easy to get out of. Another demon. Alright, let me skip this real quick and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so it looks like only one episode for this time. And yeah, looking at the opening again and seeing Mio there now has a completely different meaning, right? Because of the spider? That'd be the logical thing to think. Is she trying to lay eggs? Somehow I think she's trying to lay eggs. Give her offspring. Oh, is this a spider? Probably. Okay. Judo. Hmm. That's probably not what she wants to eat. Hmm. Yeah, he's probably not that well off either. Is she actually going to like gain a conscience or something? I mean, not gain a conscience, but suddenly, due to the kindness of humans, reconsider being a monster. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Labor work. Hmm. So when are you gonna kill him? What else can he do? Hmm? Really? Letting go of a cockroach? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I was just contemplating whether or not to eat her. Eat him. Dang. But somehow I still think the spider's gonna die in the end. I think maybe Yakimaru knows. He's able to. Hmm. Wait, what? Yeah. No, what's this? What? Wait, so this is still being a little bit weird. So it's not because of the spider, but something else? What kind of relationship is this? Oh. Dang. This dude. Wait, there's going to be a twist, isn't there? What in the... Again, still have no idea why Hekimaru can understand him. Oh. She's probably not the kidnapper. Yeah. Oh, so that's what it is. Oh. Okay. What's Hakimaru gonna do? Hmm. 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 Mm-hmm. So now she's helping him escape as well. Oh. Is this a proposal? Aww. Hmm. Why don't you go? Better go. Oh, oh, oh. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Oh? Oh. Hmm.
しまったな、二人。人と仲良くなるあやかしもいるなんて。世の中わかんねえもんだな。でもさ、兄貴の耳が戻っててよかったよな。じゃなきゃかなり後味の悪い結果になってた。
Oh, it wasn't because of his hearing.
まだ喋る気になんないのかい。ならいいよ。オイラが二人分喋りまくってジメジメ気分を払ってやるさ。うわっ、クモ。こいつ噛みやがった。ごめんよ。驚かしちまったのはおい。
Aw, Hekimaru's smiling.
兄貴、今鼻で笑ったら聞こえたぜ、兄貴の最初の笑い声。
No, I think his first smile was for Mio. Sorry, Dororo. Aw, now that was a nice, wholesome episode. Alright. Let me skip this real quick and I'll see you guys in a second. Well, that was a nice, wholesome story, right? Especially compared to episode 6, where everything got depressing all of a sudden. It's a little bit refreshing to have a episode with a pretty much a happy ending, right? So neither of them died, both the spider and the guy, and presumably they're going to live on happily ever after together. Which is nice, right? Let's talk a little bit about the spider first. So this kind of spider, not spider woman, but spider monster, right? The Jorogumo. This is actually a very prominent Japanese folklore story. If you watch any of these things that deal with monsters or whatnot, especially more within a more historical context, you'll probably always see some variation of this. It's mostly the same throughout all. There's a lot, because it's folklore, right? There's lots of different versions of this monster. The one that I heard before was that the reason this monster came to be, this Jorogumo, is because once upon a time there was this very beautiful woman who was the, I guess, wife or maybe just the concubine of a lord or something. But then she decided to have an affair, and then the lord, discovering her, decided to sentence her to death through by entrapping her into a place filled with poisonous spiders, right? So she died, but then her spirit turned into a vengeful spirit, and then so she became this spider lady that goes around killing people, right? That's the version I heard. There are some other versions where, in actuality, it's sort of like a guardian spirit of a certain place and whatnot, but for the most part, it's a malicious monster. And for most of it, they do actually go around to seduce men in their women form, and then once they turn back into spiders, they will kill and drink all the blood out of the men. So this, I guess this story kind of took a little bit liberties with that part, especially in saying that she doesn't kill the men that she takes the life force from. She just simply drains them and then allows them to leave so that they can regain their life force. I actually don't know how I feel about that, because I feel like that entire setting would be making us feel sympathetic for this spider, right? So, you know, she didn't really, even though she did go around sucking people's life force, she didn't really kill anyone, right? So it's far easier to forgive her for that. You compared this to something else where potentially maybe she was killing lots and lots of men in the past, and then suddenly she meets this character who she thinks is different from all the other humans, and so she wants to settle down with him and not kill anymore. But then Yakimaru and others come in, and then they have a fight. So how would the dynamic change then? Are we as viewers still going to be able to be sympathetic to that kind of situation? Probably not. Probably not, right? Although it is an interesting thought exercise to work out upon. Although if looking at the past episodes of Dororo is any reference, then once you've been doing something wrong, it doesn't matter if you've suddenly changed in the end. You will have to atone for your sins, as we saw through episode 4, with the dude and the sword, right? Even though I guess he really could have a way of returning back to normal life, in the end he died and atoned for his sins. So I feel like that's the same here as well. The only reason that the spider was able to continue living on was because she didn't really kill anyone. So yeah, that's that. And it's nice to know that Yakimaru's the soul sight or something can actually differentiate between monsters with malicious intent and monsters without. So yeah, good for him. Good for him. Beyond that, I guess there's not much else to talk about this episode. I guess it's really more of a sort of moralistic kind of episode. So through these travels, and then we broaden our horizons. We learn that looks can be deceiving, right? You shouldn't just take anything at face value. You need to understand it. This kind of dynamic and this kind of teaching. So, in any case, that was episode 7, and I'll be moving on to episode 8. So, see you guys around, and bye-bye for now.